Welcome to Front Page Index. My name is Alex Datig. Today I want to talk to you about opposing views. Opposing views are one of the primary ways voters can decide which political party has the best arguments. Voters can make up their own mind about how they feel based on the facts presented by all sides. After all, voters want to be on the right side of history. In the past few years, even credible, newsworthy opposing views have had a lot of criticism because the Trump administration has left the American people with a heavily divided press for which there is plenty of blame to go around. Having a strong viewpoint is highly discouraged because it might upset the current narrative designed to uphold democracy. At this point, most people are asking themselves whatever that means. My dad used to say he was told democracy means straight shooters always win, lawbreakers always lose, honesty is the best policy, and crime doesn't pay. Are we getting it right? An example of how divided the press is was after NBC decided to cancel their contract with former RNC chairwoman Ronna McDaniel after only one day. Suddenly, it became abundantly clear having McDaniel on as a commentator was unacceptable because the chairwoman supported President Trump in the 2020 election. But isn't that what she was supposed to do? Wasn't that her job? Support the nominee? According to the Daily Beast, the firing of McDaniel barely moved the needle in MSNBC's ratings. On the following Monday night, after the firing of McDaniel, the Beast states, quote, MSNBC drew an average primetime audience of 1.988 million viewers with 199,000 in the key advertising demographic of adults aged 25 to 54. But over the previous 3 months, the network averaged similar tallies of 1.985 million total viewers and 199,000 in the key demographic, end quote. The Daily Beast also rightly points out if the whole thing was designed to be a publicity stunt to boost ratings, it didn't work. It also goes to show that the narrative of being against something, meaning MAGA, Trump, Republicans, etc., instead of being for something, is falling flat. But what does the revolt at NBC say about how they want their audience to evaluate opposing views on real issues affecting Americans? After all, we have to see beyond the 2024 election, which at this point is about MAGA versus woke, or radical left versus right wing as far as the mainstream media is concerned. Moderate Republicans are starting to gain the needed traction for unity, but just barely. We have yet to see how being rational and practical plays out in a divided press. The problems facing America can no longer be ignored because voters are expected to step in and empower their government to act on issues like immigration, crime, housing, jobs, inflation, education, abortion, foreign policy, and foreign wars, just to name a few. Manufactured, phony scandals and deceptive editing in the name of saving democracy are neither newsworthy, much less worthy of anyone's time. In fact, these things discourage people from voting or being interested in their government at all. The truth of the matter is, Republican viewpoints are so underrepresented, you either watch a Trump rally to get the full picture, or you pretty much miss out on how Republican voters see the issues. Unfortunately, for now, the mainstream media is living in the past, where they are pushing against Trump because President Biden has left a vacuum in the White House press room. I mean, it's almost as if Biden is saying the election isn't even up for discussion. Therefore, we are left with a media that would rather give RFK Jr. more airtime than Trump or Biden. So far, according to CNN, RFK Jr. has only qualified for the ballot in the state of Utah and says Joe Biden is a greater threat to democracy than Trump. Let's hope someone is working on a cure for all this, because a narrative that turns people away from the ballot box can only promote more of the same. From the front lines of America's leading political news and opinion, I'm Alex Datig with Front Page Index, Politics for You.